What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dawson from D&D TV and Dawson Speak. I want to thank everybody for rating, commenting, and subscribing. I appreciate all the support, y'all. This video, I'm basically going to dedicate this to my CEO, my supervisor at the company that I work. Just recently, we had this company function, and you all know that I'm a social worker down here in the Broward and Dade County area in South Florida. And we had this big function where we had all of our clients and some of the staff come to kind of a company meeting. Then we had a dinner at the end or whatnot. And there was a transgender client that we have. And when the transgender client had asked for some food to take home, some of the volunteers and people in the back of the room, they were saying, like, making little comments here and there, like he or she or what do I call her, blah, blah, blah. And so my supervisor was like, you know what, guys, we're in here to help people. That's why we got in this field, and that we need to keep our personal opinions to ourselves. And if this is not the field that you want to be in order to help people, because we're in the social service field, then perhaps you all need to go find another job. But while you're here, we're going to respect our clients here. And I appreciated my supervisor for saying that. And it made a lot of us think in that room, because people were looking like, yeah, we are in the social service field and we are here to help people. And no matter what people are, whatever their religious preferences are, their sexuality, their race or whatnot, if you don't want to help people, then the social service field or behavior science field is probably the wrong field for you to be in. So I appreciate my supervisor for saying that. And that brought me to this story right here. A former Navy sailor has been sentenced to 40 years in prison for a 2016 stabbing death of a transgender woman in Mississippi. Dwana Hickerson, 21 years old, pled guilty Thursday to the murder and the killing of Dee Wiggum in a St. Martin hotel room on July 23, 2016. Hankerson will also have to serve 15 years for robbery charges. He could have faced the death penalty if he had gone to trial on the original charge of capital murder. An autopsy result showed that Dee Wiggum, 25 years old, was stabbed 119 times. Many of the wounds were to the victim's face, and to her torso was 3 slashes. Jackson County Sheriff's Department Leo Allen, who is the sheriff there, said that surveillance video showed Hankerson and Wiggum walking into the Best Western hotel room around 8:30 p.m. He said Hankerson was seen leaving the room alone about 23 minutes later. His shirt was around his neck. Before leaving the room, he took a shower. Hankerson is a New Orleans native and was training at Keesler Air Force Base to be a weather forecaster. Hankerson said in court Thursday that he and Wiggum had been chatting online for a couple of months, but had never met in person. He said that they decided to meet while she was in Biloxi with friends. He said Wiggum picked him up at the gate of the Keesler Air Force Base, and the two of them went straight to the hotel where Wiggum said she was staying. He said that after they had some form of sex at the hotel, she told him that she was a transgender woman. And according to Dwana Hickerson, he stated that I lost it. He said, I don't remember much that happened after that. Dee Wiggum's mother, Vicky Wiggum, criticized Dwana Hankerson's punishment. She stated, I think a plea deal is a slap in the face. He gets a chance to see his family, and I don't have a chance to see my child. And she went on with that. And I'm going to agree with Dee Wiggum's mother that a plea deal for somebody who had been chatting with somebody online, and then the person picks you up and you see this person, and we're seeing the same person, and you're meeting this person, and then you say that you don't know that this person is a transgender, and when you get into the hotel room, you have sex with this person, and after you have sex with them, you decide to kill them and stab them in the face 119 times. 119 times, y'all. And the reason why I'm doing this story is because there's so many stories, y'all, that come up where these men say, I didn't know it was a transgender. They fooled me. I didn't know it was a transgender. And that stuff is kind of pathetic to me, because it's like when we look at certain pictures, when we look at certain angles of pictures, many of us can tell it's a transgender. And this is no offense to Dee Wiggum and her family. And, you know, my condolences go out to the family, and no offense to transgender people who watch this show, because I do have those who watch this show. But it's just like, I don't get some of these guys who kill transgenders and they kill female prostitutes, or let me get that straight, because they did correct me on that other video, who kill cisgender women, you know, who are prostitutes. And then you say, oh, well, you know, they were low lives anyway, or they were people who shouldn't have been doing that. Well, what about you when you go out there and you pick up prostitutes? What about you when you're dating people online and you know, I just don't believe this dude did not know that this was a transgender. And there's so many stories, y'all, of guys who continue to do stuff like this. They'll beat transgenders, they'll kill transgenders, and then the whole thing when they get in court is, oh, they didn't tell me they were a transgender. But we got text messages of y'all talking. We got text messages of y'all saying certain stuff. We got pictures that were shown. And you mean to tell me you didn't know? And that may go well with your girlfriend and your wife. That may go well with your family and the church you go to, but that's not going to stand in the court of law when they have surveillance footage of you coming out of the hotel with the shirt around your neck after you took a shower, after you stabbed this person, after they show y'all almost hand in hand walking in the hotel, all this kind of stuff. And these dudes don't know it's transgenders, man. No, I'm sorry. I just don't believe that. I don't believe that. Down here in Miami and in Fort Lauderdale, we have a huge population of transgender people who are, you know, not all of them, but a lot of them do escorting and they're prostituting. How many women are going out there picking up transgenders off the street? How many women, cisgender women, are going out there picking up other cisgender women, prostitutes on the street? So that let me know that there are a large group of men who could be our brothers, our cousins, our uncles, people we hang out with, play football with, play basketball with, who are going to seek the service of these cisgender women or transgender women that are prostituting. And when we sit and act like, oh, this stuff isn't happening. And when one of them die, oh, well, they shouldn't have been doing that anyway. You know, they out there, they deceiving these men. I'm sorry. And if y'all want to unsubscribe, go ahead and unsubscribe. I do not think that a lot of these men are being fooled by these transgender people. I don't think that. I think some of these dudes know exactly what they're doing when they look on Backpage, when they look on Craigslist, when they get on these apps, when they know what streets to go down in Miami, in Broward, and in other towns where you stay to pick up transgender people. All this mess I didn't know, man. It's 2017. We don't believe that anymore. We got footage. We got surveillance footage. We got cameras. People are catching y'all on video doing stuff and blasting y'all. And then y'all sit there and say y'all don't know. This is just stupid and it's ridiculous. And he should have got life. You really should have. 119 times. That's ridiculous. And this reminds me, I told y'all I was going to start doing those Fatal Attraction reviews. Remember that Fatal Attraction just did one recently of the football player down in Tyler, Texas. Y'all remember that case of Carlton Champion? He was a football player at the community college there in Tyler, Texas. And he was dating the transgender Ty Underwood. And he said that he didn't know that Ty Underwood was a transgender. But when everybody looked at the picture, everybody was like, bro, come on, man, for real? Like, dog, come on, man. Like, you playing too much. And so this is going to be a constant thing for these guys who constantly need to go out and to have sex with transgenders, and they don't want their stuff to be made public. Y'all going to keep killing them. Y'all going to keep beating them up because it's something innate in you that doesn't have you go with a cisgender woman. You're going to get a transgender woman. And then you want us to be on your side when you go to court after you've committed this horrible act saying, oh, they didn't tell me that they were transgender. And when I found out, I just went crazy and I started slashing. Get out of here, cuz. Get out of here. And I definitely mean that. Get out of here. Head to prison. Serve them 41 years that you got and the additional 15 or whatever they gave you, bro. Because the act that you committed was completely wrong. And it was devastating because y'all forget these people have family members. And like this Dee Wiggum's family was saying they didn't agree with Dee Wiggum being a transgender. Her sister was saying that. They was like they didn't agree. And I think people forget that even though people are certain ways or whatnot, not everybody agrees with people's lifestyles or the way people choose their life, even if it's not that situation of them being transgender or whatnot. But their family is trying to tell this dude, you took away our loved one. But you didn't care at that time because she was good enough for you to get a nut off of. But after you got your nut, you had to kill somebody. Y'all, these sociopaths are walking around. They're getting married to women, cisgender women, and then they're having their quote unquote extracurricular activities with anyone that has a hole, basically. Women, be careful. Y'all out there who are transgender or whatnot, y'all be careful too. And people who get in relationships, y'all just be careful, because you don't know these days. You don't know. People could look out, like I say, any kind of way, have degrees, have all this type of stuff. It could be anybody in our family members, anybody in our neighborhood, anybody we know that could kill somebody and stab them 119 times and take a shower, head out the door, and don't think nothing about it. No consciousness. No conscience at all, man. Could kill a prostitute or a female prostitute, throw a body away because you're a sociopath and you have some kind of deviant sickness that you want to act out on people that you feel are low lives and that no one's going to care about. That's still somebody's mom. That's still somebody's sister. That's still somebody's auntie right there. That's still somebody's brother, somebody's cousin. That's all I want to say on this topic. Again, thanks to my supervisor for telling us that at work. And definitely for this dude, I hope he serves the entire 41 years. Because like D. Wiggum's mother said, she'll never get to see her child again. But when this dude is around about 61, 50 for good time, if he gets off in, he gonna get out. And it's just sad. Y'all, let's stay informed on these issues, because this stuff is happening in our community. And just because we don't agree with certain people's lifestyle or how people live, it doesn't mean people have to go kill them, or that we have to sit back and act like, well, they got what they deserve. Because the same thing that happened to transgender prostitutes is the same thing that's going to happen to cisgender prostitute when these women are left in alleys, or left in back rooms, and left in parks dead. And dudes go ahead and go out with their family and eat at Applebee's like nothing happened, and you just killed this lady. It's sick and twisted, man. It's sick and twisted. Y'all let me know what y'all think on this. This your boy Dawson from D&D TV. I appreciate y'all's support. I appreciate everybody who rated, commented, and subscribed. And if you can't take my videos and the direction my show is going as far as the news topics that I cover, if you want to subscribe, I thank you for coming. Peace.